We won. That's it. That's all I got. Yep.
Middle, Aaron.
George Marshall, your complimentary about him yesterday. How much of what we saw today do you think is in his future?
Yeah, I think he's got a bright future. Like I said, he reminds me so much of Blake and the way he approaches his business and what he does off the field to take care of his body. And you obviously saw how he runs. He's a physical runner. He can make people miss. He can run you over. And obviously has that burst. And, all the credit in the world to Alabama and the way they play defense, physical style defense. But I thought our guys really bowed up and played physical ball. But Jordan Marshall's, he's going to be a special back. He's got a lot of ability, but he works really hard. So I think that's the piece that really makes him different.
Charlie.
Sherrone, can you talk about your defensive line and the impact they had on this game?
I mean, it was outstanding. You talk about one of the most explosive people in college football players with Jalen Milroe. I mean, he can hurt you with his legs, he can hurt you with your arm, and I thought they did a really good job of funneling him in the pocket and making it uncomfortable for him, hitting him. I thought our D-line just did an outstanding job. Coach Espo, Coach Wilkins, Coach Fee, Coach Lewis, all those guys that work with the D-line, man, it was unbelievable to watch them. And credit to the players. You don't have Mason Graham, you don't have Kenneth Grant, so people think there's this big fall-off now. Those are two incredible players. But our guys really take a lot of pride in being physical, and we wanted to do that all training, all this bowl camp, and we really did, try to tune up the physicality and make sure we're fundamentally sound, and I thought those guys did a really good job.
On your right, Austin.
Sherrone, the way your team ended this season, what do you take away from that, and how did that maybe change your perception of this season?
Yeah, I mean, we just want to finish. We wanted, obviously you want to win every game, and we didn't do that, so took a lot of pride in after that last. We played Indiana, and then we had a bye week, and really honing in and recommitting to the things we need to get better at, and it was really the fundamentals, the little pieces, doing those things really, really well, and those usually end up in those results. So we refocused, we retooled, and I'm really proud of our staff and our players.
Right here, Zach.
On a similar note, how much of those 3 wins do to affirm the identity that you want to play with, gritty, physical play?
Yeah, I mean, it was just happy we got those wins. Was excited to get those wins, to work to get those wins, and yeah, we want to be physical on defense, on offense, but we want to be explosive on offense. So those are things that we got to work on in the offseason to make sure that we're more explosive, especially in the passing game. We had a great throw to Fred, by Davis. It was a great ball on that back at part of the end zone, so that was awesome to see. Yeah, but we want to be more explosive on offense, which we're gonna work to do that. But our defense played lights out. The end of the year, Northwestern I think holding to 6, Ohio holding to 10. These guys to 13. You talk about especially Ohio and these guys explosive offenses that can put up points on the scoreboard. I don't know what Ohio was, what their average a game. I think it was in the 40s, and these guys were in the high 30s. So our defense played incredible these last 3 games, and big shout out to Coach Wink.
In the back, Brandon.
Coach, it's been an up and down season. Ended the season with a victory today. Can you just reflect on how this season went and how you think it's going to go moving forward?
Yeah, we talked about not losses, lessons. We had a lot of lessons throughout the year, and just learning from them. So we learned the things that we need to learn to ultimately end up on the plus side, and we did that in these last 3 games. And finishing on a strong note was huge for us, and it'll build great momentum going into the offseason. We feel like we got a bright future the way we're recruiting, the guys we're bringing in, the guys we're keeping, to make sure that this, Michigan is the best version of Michigan it can be. And that's all we're worried about. We're going to worry about when we get to winter workouts. That's the first cycle we got. We're going to attack that as much as we can and get better there. And then we're going to spring, we'll go into summer, and we'll go into fall camp, and then we'll, work to what that final piece will look like in, after fall camp. So, but we're going to celebrate this one. We got a happy flight coming up, so we're going to celebrate this one.
Right here, on the left.
Coach, that was big. Coach, that was big boy football today. No quarter asked, no quarter taken. That's exactly what you expected from Alabama, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, it was. There was some hard hitting going on both sides. You can hear the pads popping. Our guys delivering hits, them delivering hits. 3-yard runs. Those dirty runs. Those aren't bad plays. So, especially those are like body blows. And there's a lot of that on both sides of the ball and physicality. But I thought our guys, stepped up in the moments that they needed to. Our offense took a 5-minute drive to get down and get a field goal for Zavada, and our defense doing a good job holding them in the red zone was huge. So the physicality was there. We knew it would be that type of game, so we were ready for it.
Charlie.
Obviously, really sad seeing Davis Warren go down. Can you talk about that and how the game plan changed after that?
Yeah, not sure exactly what the injury is. Lower body injury. We'll figure that out and get him right. But I feel, I was really proud of the way he carried himself and what he did in the game. Took control of the offense, and he was really like that throughout fall, throughout the bowl prep. And then Orji came in and handled it well. Just continued to. We just felt like the way the game was going, our defense was holding them up. That we needed to, possess the ball. I think we were 38 minutes of time of possession, so that's what we wanted to do, and executed that at a high level.
Do you expect him to remain here after the transfer portal window?
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said in media, my media availability, I think it was yesterday. It's leaning that way, but those are the conversations that we'll have to have.
Sorry, I meant Alex.
We'll see.
Aaron?
To win this game with the number of opt-outs you had, what do you think it says about the state of the program?
That we got a great culture. We got great kids, and it's not no one person wins a game. No one person, no two people. It's a team. This always will be a team sport, and if you look at it any different, then you got issues. And we're always going to look at it as a team sport and be the best team we can be, whoever's out on the field.
All the way to your right.
Coach, how surreal were those first 15 minutes? It's not often a team forces a succession of turnovers like that.
Yeah, it was crazy. So we had a lot of presentations. Our staff did an excellent job presenting things throughout bowl camp, and we talked about +2, and Coach Morgan brought it being +2, and I think in that term we were +3. I was like, oh, we're +3 right now. We got a chance to win this game. We're going to go win this game now, and the coolest part of that was it started to rain, and the boys went crazy. It was like a party. I was like, what's going on? They just love that. They love stuff like that. They love adverse environments that people don't expect, but they enjoy that. But it was awesome to watch our guys. We talked about being +2, and to get +3 right there was huge for us.
In the back middle, Brock.
Coach, when Warren went down with the injury and brought in Alex Orji, the offense kind of started in the passing game. Was there any thought of bringing Jake Davis in?
Yeah, Orji practiced really well throughout the bowl prep, and thought the best chance to win was having him in the game with the threat of his legs. So that's what we did at the time.
On the right, Austin.
Sure, what was your evaluation of Andrew Sprague, right tackle, Evan Link on the left side?
Well, yeah, when you rush for over 100 yards against Alabama, it's good. But I haven't watched. I saw some of it, and felt like in protection, because those are the things that you can see the most without the detail. They did pretty good. As far as the run game, those things we've always got to clean up. But it felt like we were getting the movement necessary to get the runs going. And when you have those type of drives, when you're leaning on people and you're getting 5-minute drives, it means those guys up front are doing a good job. So felt like they were in a good place.
I got time for about 3 more. I'm gonna start with the guy in the red shirt.
Red. Oh man. Jeez.
That's not Alabama, not representing Alabama today, but even though you didn't score in the third quarter, how important was it to possess the ball? And then on top of it, for your team to come out here, was this a statement game to college football that the Big Ten can play with the big boys of the SEC?
I don't think that's, we don't look at it as trying to make a statement or do anything to prove anybody wrong. It's all about us getting better and proving ourselves right. We don't care about the opinions of other people and all that. So, but I think it's shown that throughout the years, last year and this year, that the Big Ten is as competitive as a conference in college football as any. So I don't think there's a question about, the Big Ten, SEC. Two great conferences, right? They're two great conferences, so I'll leave it at that.
Gentleman in the back.
Hey, Coach, how fitting was it that your defense sets the tone with those 3 quick turnovers? You get the lead, you end the game on defense, and of course, the 10, they're going for the score to win the game. And how fitting is it that starting with your defense and ending?
It was awesome. Again, just a lot of shout-outs to all those guys, the staff, the players. It was a team effort. So many guys made plays. I gave game balls to everybody on the team, but the defensive front started it all, and then it just permeated through everybody else, and those guys just all played phenomenal.
Last question, Zach.
You mentioned the players getting excited about the rain. I mean, you've been at Michigan for a while. How have you seen that grow, or what do you think is the key to a team embracing the adverse weather like that?
When you live in Michigan, you go through every season. So snow, rain, sleet, it could happen in one day. So our guys just don't get bothered by anything. We just keep going. So it could be rain, it could be snow, it could be sleet, it could be whatever it is, sunshine, it could be super hot. So our guys don't really care about the weather or the conditions, and we just adjust to whatever it is, and just really proud of them.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.